Hey friends, Red Gaming here. Welcome back to another episode of Empyrion Galactic Survival. So on this episode, we're going to start our new base, and we're actually going to be building it into the lake. So we'll be doing something I've never done before, and it's building a fully underwater base. So I'm kind of excited about that. I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do it, and I hope you guys are ready to see that. And if you are, sit back, relax, and let's get started. Okay, so as you saw at the end of the last video, we have chosen this lake that we're going to build at. And I'm actually going to do something I haven't done before, and that is build in the lake itself. I want an underwater base. We'll have a part that sticks out on top for ships and stuff like that, but I think I want an underwater base. And, ow. And we're gonna do it out here just in the middle, I think. We've got a spot over here somewhere. So, to do that, I think what we'll do is we're going to start a temporary base here on the shore, because we're going to need a few things real quick. You can see I've got a bunch of survival portable constructors here. This one was making me steel blocks. This was making me concrete. This was making me concrete. This was making me fuel and concrete. And then I've stored all of my stuff that's too heavy here, because the ship itself, if we do the F4 on it, it's way full right here with stuff at the moment. So I'm going to be pulling most of this out of here. But you can see I've actually made a few things to get ready. Gone ahead and crafted 2 base starters, a container controller, a wireless connection, a small constructor, some container extensions. We've gone ahead and made the large constructor. We've got a fridge. We've got a fuel tank. And I should have made, I thought I had made an oxygen tank as well. Maybe I didn't. Okay, so if we look in here, and we go to base stuff, I should have, and it maybe I need, did I not unlock oxygen tank yet? Alright, let's look. The F3 for bases. Alright, we got small O2 tank. The other thing we're going to need under miscellaneous is a ventilator. And I'm going to show you there's actually 2 ways to do an underwater base that I've seen. And one is kind of a hacky way, and then one is this way. And we're going to probably do both, to be honest. We're going to start with the ventilator system. Apparently I can't make that for whatever reason. Let me look at the F3 on that. One thing I noticed, so you can see these dots here, this will tell you the constructor that can make the thing, and they're color coded to these down here. But this one can only be made with a large constructor and an advanced constructor, so we can't even do an O2 tank till we get that down. So that's why we're going to start with a simple base here, and then we're going to quickly rush our way to building this other base out here before we get an attack. And I don't think we can do the cannons on this. I'm looking to see. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. So we're going to need the bigger constructor for that too. Alright, so I'm going to start off by getting all of this stuff stripped out of... No, actually I'm not, because then when we put down our temporary base we can do it that way. What we might do is make a second remote, and that way I can remote from the one base to the other base without having to move it from here into the other thing. So let's get a second remote kicked off. And yeah, I guess then what we can do is we'll just go ahead and grab the stuff that we need. So we'll do F4, we'll connect to that guy. I'm going to put this fuel over here right now. Apparently it's basically at its max fuel. We'll take that. We're going to take one of these base starters. We're going to take a generator here, and we're going to take the fuel tank here, and then get those put down. I'm probably going to have to grab some of the blocks out of here, but for now we're just going to do this. Let's get this started right here. This works. This is just a pad we're putting down. Okay. Alright, and now it wants us to add a capacitor and whatnot, so I'm going to take as many of these as we can, and then take... Wow, that's not very useful. Alright, put the rest of these in here. So we've got 6 that we can play with here. So let's just get that. We can probably live with 6 of them, to be honest. Take this. Put on my light. Bam, bam. Actually, we're gonna need 2 more. Let me grab 2 more. Bam, bam. That's all we can carry. Blocks really are some of the biggest users of stuff. There's that, and then we'll just hang this one off here. All right, that works. All right, and then what we're gonna do is go back into here. We're gonna add a generator like that. We're gonna add a fuel source like that. And then we're gonna open him up, and we're gonna load him up with fuel like so. And then we need to add a constructor and a cargo container. So we have in here constructor. We've got the large and a small. I'm gonna go ahead and put the large down for now though. And then let's load the container, the cargo container up and get that ready too. And then we'll put that down. Alright, so let's put the constructor. Don't like him hanging off like that, but we're gonna put him there real fast. I'm gonna grab a couple of blocks too, because I don't really want that to fall off. That makes me nervous with it hanging there. Bam, bam, and bam, like that. And then we can add the cargo container here. And let's increase it out. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Everything we need. Quick base. Bam. Now we just need to access said constructor. Oh, hey, we're in there. So that's cool. And we need to set this to our cargo container. And then what we can do is we can quickly F4. We can go to the base. Yep, next it wants us to do the gun. Cargo container, take this cargo container, and we can just move everything from one to the other. There we go. Those drill chargers are going to come in use in a minute. Let's go ahead and take that fridge and put him down here. So we have a fridge here. Bam. Done. And then let's put that in the fridge, shall we? Fridge. Move him into the fridge for now. Alright. And now we just need to build an ammo logistics and a turret. So we need to make a... Let's turn this guy on real quick. And let's take a look at his... What we're looking at here statistics-wise. It hasn't triggered yet, so in a little bit that'll trigger. In the meantime, we can make a cargo container for ammo. There. And then we'll make a single turret there. Get those fired off real quick. And put up. I just want to rush through getting this done real fast. Let me take a few more of these. You can do 45 at a time, it looks like. Which is crazy. There and there. And then we're going to put just a spot here. If we do N, connect to base, we can do it off the side here. This is a 3x3 we want, so we'll do it like this. And then we'll lift this up. Actually, let's break out the old drone. Ah, okay. Like that. There we go. Let me get this block back real fast. Alright. We'll put this up. Do the same thing over here. Just support it across the sides. Like that. And then we should be able to get in here and get out of the base. That guy. Put that in there. And that guy. And I think we'll do just a cannon for now. So let me put that at the top. The old F5. Make sure that is set to cannon turret. There. And then we can put down this guy. We'll just set him off to the side over here. He can actually, as long as he's touching the blocks, he doesn't have to be on a pad. Alright, and then we need some ammo real quick. Oh, and here's what triggers the next one. That'll be what lets us go to the ship to do other things later on. Cannon turret. Uh-oh. Commander, just for your reference, I'm currently storing our sensor event logs from Apollo Station in the database. Do you want to review them? Sure. Alright, so at this point, I'm cutting the story out because it literally took 10 minutes to read all of the story that came through at this point. But I'll give you a quick synopsis. Turns out, these are all memory logs that the ship, or that my IDA downloaded to me. Turns out I was a security chief on Apollo Station, wherever that was. We were working with the science department. They were about to try some new thing. Wasn't really clear what we were trying, some device that they were going to turn on. And right when we were going to do the test, looks like we got attacked, probably by the Xerax. Looks like they hacked into the computers on the station, and it caused things to go wrong, and our device exploded, and then the ship, or the station initiated a self-destruct. And then that's basically where we ended up down here. But I'm not kidding you, it was 10 minutes worth of reading and waiting for it to load the next section, reading and waiting for... I was actually getting worried about, like, the first attack coming in, because, dang, how much are you going to read to me? Or how much do I need to read for this one section? But anyways, you'll see it yourself when you play through it. It's a pretty cool little story, but that was the synopsis for it, is that basically the station we were working on got attacked. We were going to transfer over to the Titan to get away. Everything went to hell, and now we're here. So there you go. 10 days. So we've got 10 days till the attack, so that's plenty of time to get our base built. So now that this is running, let's see what we got for power in this guy real quick. 23 minutes. That'll give us, or 23%. That'll give us power left 6 hours and 60 minutes. So, or is that 6 minutes? I don't know, 660. Either way, I'm saying 7 hours. So with that in mind, what we're going to do is we're going to build ourselves, and I've already unlocked it, but we didn't have the constructor to build it, the drill. And you'll notice in the box, I've already crafted the drill charges, so we have those on hand. And then we're going to have to get what we can loaded into this so we can have access to the blocks out in the middle of the lake there. Alright, we're in the dead center of the lake as best as I can get. And my ship is sunk underwater from the weight of the blocks I'm carrying. And we're going to take this base starter, and we're going to go down to the bottom first. We gotta figure out how to fight these things, because they're going to be a problem. You know what we need? We need our defensive thing, probably. Yeah, look at him. He's just waiting to start crap with me. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to start by putting this guy down. That's what we'll do, is we'll throw him down. Alright, so we can just place it at the bottom here. For now. And you see how it clears out an area around it? And now what we're going to do is we're actually going to use... I don't think we can do anything with this. I don't think... We do fine drill. I don't think that'll hurt them. Gotta load it first. Cannot dig here. Huh. Shotgun doesn't work. The other thing doesn't work. You know what we can do? We're gonna be doing terrain work here anyways, so let me just resource dig this real fast. And we can pop in underneath there. There we go. Now we can shotgun them from here. Oop. Alright, now he won't molest us. Probably same thing over at that one if he comes over this way. But anyways, what we're going to do is we're actually going to fill this back in, and then we're going to flatten this whole area around it. Right? And I've got some... And I actually need my filler. I've got some oxygen things working on the surface. Some emergency oxygen generators. That way we can keep filling our oxygen back up. But what we're going to do is we're going to actually fill in around this guy a good ways. Kind of want to flatten first. I guess it doesn't make a point to flatten. I heard you. Ooh, plant protein. Why is this not working? Filler. There we go. Huh. Oh, you know what? These plants might be blocking it. But anyways, we're going to fill in all this area, and then we're going to flatten it back out. And if we do that, what it'll do is it'll remove the water down here. And that'll give us an area that we can work with. So I'll show you an example. All of this is filling in around here. All right. Move that corpse up. Go away, corpse. Just fill all of this in around this guy. We'll go all the way around. Good ways. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build an air pocket where our inside of our base will be. So now we're also going to put oxygen in the base, just so I can show you guys the proper way. The only reason I'm not doing it that way, ow, stupid squid thing. The only reason I'm not doing it that way completely is because even when you have oxygen in your base in an underwater base, you're still underwater technically. It's weird. Like you can breathe in it, no problem, but it doesn't remove the water. So you have to do it this way to remove the water from like where your base will be. And I'll show you that when we get on here. Fill this up a bit more. I'm gonna go around, fill this all the way up, raise it up a good bit, and then and I'll probably do it. Where's he at? All right, just want to make sure we're safe. So hover bike did some weird stuff, so I moved blocks around. So that's what you're seeing there. We're gonna take. Actually, it needs to be on this side, doesn't it? Player here, hover bike here, cargo container here. Let's connect to him, and then we'll do like 4 up from here. That's where he's gonna be, and then that would be the 1, 2, 3 maybe. So we're gonna fill in up to this point all the way around, and then I'll be back. All right, so I've filled up around that pillar we made. Now what we'll do is we'll start with resource drill, and we'll just drill straight down. And you'll notice wherever the terrain was that we put and removed, it's now air. So now we're in air in this area. And so we're gonna do that to about right here. And probably do filler just a little bit more like that. Because I want it about at this level here. Let me get my jump jets back real quick. I want it just slightly at this level here. Alright, so we'll stand right here. Now we'll set it to flattening. Now we'll flatten all this out around here. There we go. So now we have this to start with. And what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to go out. I'm going to lay out a shape here and fill it up to that spot all the way around that we have. Like this needs to be filled back in here. And get a shape put down, and then I will bring you guys back when I do that. So hang tight. Alright, so I've got the basic shape laid out here of what we're going to do. It's a big circle, so we're definitely doing a dome. We're going to be doing an underwater dome here. I've got this coming up 6. Almost to the top, but not quite. That's going to be the very top of where we go right there. That way we're still underwater. And we're going to basically build it out from here. What I've done is I filled in, made sure I'm looking at structural integrity with the end. Look in here and look in your debug. Made sure everything was solid all the way up. And I took out these centers because now what we're going to do is we're going to start raising the terrain. And we're going to raise the terrain to fill in this whole area. And like this, bring this all the way up, and I just want to make sure that the train is all the way to the top in this whole area that we're going to build in, and then I'm going to flatten it back down, and then that gets rid of the water in that area, and then we can build in there, and we'll have us an underwater base. I'm going to try my best not to get too close to the edges on the outside here, because I want this to be as much water right up against it as possible, but at least all this in the center. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to raise it up, because the reason this is 6 high is we're going to have to take the floor up 3 to get rid of all of this, because otherwise this will come through your base, because it just doesn't go away. that I could tell. Like if I did resource drill right here, whereas a lot of stuff will disappear, this stuff does not, as far as I can tell. See? It just stays there. It's not part of the terrain, so it does not go away. So I'm going to spend a few minutes and raise this all the way up, and that way we get rid of the water in this area, and I'll be back after. Okay, so it took me a little while, but we used the filler to fill in all of this area here. Not all the way to the surface, but getting kind of close. And now what I have to do is basically take the resource drill and drill it down. So we'll start at the center pillar and we'll flatten once we get to the bottom from there. And I'm just going to kind of tack it down a little bit at a time. And you see everywhere where that terrain was, we don't have water anymore. Now, if they ever put in a better system to where you could like fill a a room with air and then the water goes away, we'd use that. But since this is the limitation of said game, that's what we'll use. So now I have to just basically take the flattening tool and flatten everything down to about this level right here. So I will go around and do that, and we'll be back as soon as that's done. Alright, so we almost got the foundation down, but we are getting out of time here. We look at our stats. Less than 2 days. First attack. So we really need to break this base down and get it underwater as soon as possible. We've got some more blocks here going, and some more blocks here. So I think what I'm going to do is get those down real quick, and then we're going to have to start moving to the underwater with our one cannon that we'll have. What am I doing? I'm doing T, right? Yeah. Put not there. Put it down here. There we go. And then this down here. What is that? Oh, volume exceeded. Okay, well. Alright, let's run back into the water real quick and I'll show you guys what it looks like at this point. Backing it up, backing it up, backing it up. Back. Oh. Put ourselves right over the base. Here. Right here. Close enough. Alright, and you'll notice I actually took a pillar. That guy here, best way to look at it is to show structural integrity. That guy there, everything's washed out right now because of where the sun's at. But that guy's actually attached to that base over on shore. That's as far out as I could get, and I put the remote, the wireless connection there. That way I could get to all of my blocks from that base that were in that container, because we could only move 20 at a time. And that guy. So, quick like a bunny, we're going to fill in the rest of this. I had to bring us up 3 high because the weeds were coming through, but something you should know, if you look at my CPU usage, I'm already at 10,000, and that's just from blocks. So blocks themselves actually add to your CPU usage, so be aware of that. As soon as we get this filled in, what we're going to do is we're going to get all the stuff down here, and I'm going to craft a CPU upgrade, and we're going to move the CPU from the center there to somewhere else. Okay, get all of this put into the new, or the cargo container at the new base. There we go. Anything left here? That, okay. We're basically just using the hover bike as kind of a tiny little pass-through here to get it to the new base. Because then if we come back here, we can access to the new base like that. For some reason it loses connection though, it's very strange. Alright, that's getting close to being full. Let's take the fuel source on the generator up now. Make sure retrieve blocks is on. Got him. Let's get these blocks. May have to trash some of these, to be honest. It's gonna be kind of full. Let's see. Damaged. Damaged hover bike, cargo container. Nope, it goes. Okay, good. Pick him up. Pick him up. We get the electronics and all that for it. We'll have to get all of this into that. Let's look and see how bad we are right now. 1142 out of 365. Well, let's see. How much of this can we get? You, and you. Not bad. Okay. We're getting a bit more than I thought we would. That ammo's gonna be expensive for space. Alright. Coming back here. Let's see if we can get in that cargo container down there. Hover bike, cargo container, base. Okay, not bad. Wait. Need to get all this off the bar now and into that. That's the hover bike there. Go. What's left here? Plenty. Okay. Those titanium plates have got to be expensive, right? What about all this ammo? Can we get that all on the bike? Back down here. What are we connected to even? I guess we're connected to that. Yeah, okay. Put this down here. These plates go there. Another core goes there. Fuel cells. And ammo. There we go. Still got a little room in that. So that's not doing too bad, I guess. Bam, bam, bam. Put those on myself. Pick that up. Let's put that in the bike. Pick that up. Can the bike hold it? Nope. Alright, we'll do this in separate trip. We may actually have to put... I'm thinking we might have to put down some cargo containers to fit any more. Because this guy is getting kind of full. If I do say so. How much of this will go in there? Okay, all of it. Never mind then. This go in the cargo container, not all of it. How much of you will fit in there? Not all of you. Alright, we're gonna have to go set down some more cargo containers. Be back in a moment. Alright, move this over top of the base real fast here. We're close to the top of the base anyways, like that. What happens if we hit Y on you? You know what? Not yet, because we still have to get this in place here. Alright, foundation in place. Now we just have to build a dome. And I'm wondering if we left ourselves enough room to build a dome. So we may not be able to build a full dome here, because we don't have the height. At least not a dome without going out of the water, which then gives them a target to shoot. But, hey. And I moved all the blocks into this guy here. He's got all the blocks for now, because this thing was getting full. And what we need is a CPU extension, because we need to increase the CPU on this guy. So if we go base and we look at the CPU, we've done this like 3 times now. There it is. It's unlocked already. So we should be able to make that in here. CPU extension. What are we shy on? I don't know why we'd be shy on anything. We've got all the silicone and electronics, computers, optical fiber. Oh, that's the T2 one. That one we can do. There we go. Alright, so we get that going. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to take this line of poles out anyways, because I don't want it here. Or this line of blocks. So make sure we're connected to the blocks box. Base. This guy where the blocks are. There's the player. I hear you. Remove. Connect. Alright, and then when we take these out, it should go in there. Retrieve. There we go. There's our CPU. And we're just going to put the extender right on top of him, is what we're going to do. And just keep him buried under the ground like that, where he's nice and safe. And if we do our F4, disconnect from there, connect to there. We should have the CPU extender coming up any time now. Alright, we should have our extender now, and we do. Let's put that in. It even leaves us a slot for one more here for later on. For now, though, we will just put concrete over it real quick. Just to keep it safe. Bam. Now if we look at our base, we're at 40,000 out of 200,000, so we should be good here for a bit. Very bright when the sun comes up and goes down when you're underwater here, I'm noticing. You're low on food. Speaking of low on food, I should have, yeah, I made some energy bars. There we go. But let's get our fridge down here from the other container. Let's get that put up here. We'll set that next to this constructor for the moment. Or actually, we'll put the, we'll put it right here. This is fine. There we go. And go to the player menu and drop all that in there. Now let's go to the damaged hover bike fridge. Move all of that in there too. There we go. And now we can turn him off. I wonder what happens when we turn him off right above the water. He just sits there. Okay, I'm good with that. What happens if we mount him? If we get in the seat. That's if we can get in the seat. Alright, and it'll just sit on top of the water, mostly. I'm good with that. You stay there, bike. I think there. I think that lines up with all of them. There. Yeah, I think that's right. And that's above, of course, where our CPU is, but that's okay because we can get to it later. All right, let's take this up, and we're gonna put a topside platform too, so I can get up there and help shoot. Then we're gonna make cannons, and we're gonna get the cannons. There we go. So that comes up, and we'll go here. Now we can connect not to this. We'll connect to what? Let's connect to the other box. This box here. There we go. And I wonder how attached that'll be. Will that even stick to the side? Maybe. Except I don't really want that. I like walls. The thin walls. You know what we need are some doors. So let's get some doors real quick. Can you make me doors? Are we done already? That was quick. Did you do everything already? I'm confused. So make me 1, 2. We'll do 2 doors, and then we'll do walls for the rest. Did we get our machine gun already? We has a machine gun, guys. And we has bullets for that. Oh wait, we already had a machine gun. What the hell? Alright, well, we'll take that. How about that? Because if we do here now, we had a machine gun here already. Duh. Let's make sure everything's loaded. That's loaded, and that's loaded. So we're good there. Get our doors real quick. Where are you at? There. I'll put the doors on this side here. Alright, this door centered. No, I don't want centered. I like that look, I just don't want... I guess we'll have to go with that. Alright, and so we're going to put right up against this guy. And they'll be the blocks supporting the walls above them. And then these, we can go... Alright, here's the wall. Take this, and we climb it that way. Why are you going like that? What are you doing? Just stay right there. How about no? How about no? Alright, we'll take out the robot. Then we can go up, up, up from here. Not to the very top one. We're gonna like that. And then we rotate him into place. We'll put this guy here. Take him up to here. Then rotate him into place. And take him all the way up. Not there. Down one. There. And then we'll take him and rotate that into place. There we go. Take him up to here like that. And then if you want to be a stickler, and I sometimes do, you can actually take and do, there's another one that's just a square like this, the beam, and then you can fill in that block too, and that way it looks solid all the way around, right? And so we can do the same thing here. Rotate this, take him up. Nope, don't go all the way up. Right there. There you go. Rotate him. Take him all the way up. Down one. There. And last but certainly not least, take him all the way up to... Where'd it go? Come down one. There. There we go. And then out here we're gonna do platform. So like this. Let's see. Like that. And rotate that down. And really that actually what we needed to do here. Dang it. Hit the wrong button. What we needed to do here was take this block off first. Take these off. All these come off. These guys here. Because what we could have used instead is this guy. The L shape. And then what we do with this guy is rotate him. Is that the full L or is that a half L? I'm not having a hard time seeing. Like that. Me? Is that right? Can't tell. Yeah, that's right. Alright, and then we rotate this guy. I don't think you're right. You need one more rotation. Like that. There we go. Rotate this guy. Like that. And then finally, like that. Nice. And then we should... this one might be a problem. Those corner pieces might be an issue. So maybe we take those off and just accept that right here at the top there's no... It doesn't flush out, right? Okay, and then instead of that, then we can put in plain old platforms here. Or plain old walls. These guys here. Rotate it up. Click it into place. Get down one. Oh, wait, we're missing. We didn't take that out. Like that. There we go. You in. You in. And you in. And now we can go to the surface when they come and help fight the bad guys. We have a platform to stand on here. Pow pow, pow pow, pow pow. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make 3 more cannons, and I'm going to set up some cannon setups on the corners here where those guys are, and have the cannons sitting on the outside. And we'll be ready for them when they get here. We're still looking at less than 5 days, so we've got plenty of time. So I'll do that, and I will start working on these walls too. So I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, so I run pillars from the seabed floor up and around here. We've got our 1 cannon there. We're going to do our 2nd cannon here. I like the retractable, even though we never retract them, but we will eventually once we've been playing long enough to get to do that. So there's that. And then we're going to put the minigun here, the way we've been doing it, facing outward, like that. And then 1 more over here. Oop, here comes that sun. That bright ass sun. Like that. So now we've got 2 cannons and 2 miniguns. And we can verify that with our repair thing. Make sure I did that right. Retractable minigun, cannon turret, minigun turret, and cannon turret. And now we can make ammo for those, get them all loaded, and we're ready for the first attack. Alright, so I think that's as good a stopping point as any. We've got the base basically ready for the first attack. We've got our turrets up, everything's loaded. I'm going to start working on the walls and the shell around our platform down there to do something with it. We'll see how it looks. I'm not sure how much domey I'm going to be able to get it at the size that it is, but I'll do my best with it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel and you want to see more like this, hit the subscribe button. And until next episode, you guys have yourself a great rest of the day. Bye now.